What's the weirdest thing on Facebook Marketplace?
Welcome to Good Mythical More. If you want something that might be a little bit outside of the normal offering of your local big box store, maybe you go to Facebook Marketplace to see where individual proprietors are selling their wares.
We're gonna rank actual Facebook Marketplace items that have been found by the crew.
And guess how much they cost?
From worst to even worse. Starting with homemade stink bombs. Bombs.
Bombs?
I don't know why I put an L in there.
They're not bombs, they're bombs.
These are gallon milk containers full of orange and red suspicious liquid.
And some other containers every once in a while.
The price varies depending on how much you want. These are the gnarliest stink bombs you'll ever experience. The recipe is a family secret. Family's very proud of it.
I don't want to know this secret.
Pour them onto the surface that you want to stink up, and I guarantee nothing will come close to that area. They are aged in the sun for at least a year.
Oh my gosh.
Great for keeping away predators. What? The wind can spread the smell for very long distances. One time I almost puked from 100 yards away.
Okay, well, okay, first of all, I want to know.
This is not good.
Who's in the market for this? Like who is actually thinking about buying these? Like,
There's a few people back here raising their hands.
Yeah, when I think of a stink bomb, I think of the classic, like, it's just a little capsule that breaks, and then it's a super concentrated chemical of some kind that makes it smell like a skunk or a fart or something. This is a different animal
There
here.
was one released, and it was a small one that you're talking about, at our high school.
Yeah.
And they evacuated.
Yes.
Like everybody went home the rest of the day because it smelled so bad.
Sometimes we had snow days, some
sulfuric
days we
egg
had
smell.
stink bomb days. And you wanted both of them.
But nothing as big as this.
I mean, is this,
Family secret.
is there urine in there? I mean, like, why is it that color?
And the whole family's in on it.
It's a family secret. It's a tradition. It was handed down from an older person. So it's
Look how many of them there are.
well, they're not selling very quick.
I mean,
It's one of the things.
we're gonna guess the price, but it says that it varies on how much you want. So
And the price is per gallon, just so
Okay.
you know.
I think they're
$5.
I think they're asking $10 a gallon, and they're hoping that you'll pay that, but you won't.
All right, let's see how much. $5. I was right. I nailed it.
Wow.
Look at that. Isn't that cute how that just comes off? And then I scratched this off. All right, so this is the worst, which we're going. Is that, well, it's the only one. So
And we are going to
is
buy
this
these,
worse
right?
over here?
And we are going to pour them in someone's office.
Oh, wow, right. Look at this. Gasoline-powered laptop.
This is like something we would have done for a video. I think we did do that. We did a coal-powered laptop, didn't we? For the
We did a coal-powered.
Belly button?
Yeah.
for the belly button. Coal-powered something.
We did a coal-powered, it was a set.
Oh, it was a little toy
It was
for
a miniature
kids.
set. One-of-a-kind gasoline-powered laptop, runs on 2-stroke engine, approximately 1.5 hours runtime on a full tank, perfect for off-grid computing. And then it gives the laptop specs.
Not great for video calls, though. You know, because of the engine running.
Why? I mean, somebody made this and then they made it just to be wild. But then their partner made them clean out the garage. They never thought that this was something they would sell or even give to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe, but I think once he's putting it on Facebook Marketplace, he's trying to get $45 for it.
Well, do you think that the person who made this is also the person who posted it to Reddit under the name Tactical Horse?
Yeah, that adds up. Springfield, Missouri. I mean, that is if you can plug up a laptop to it. Wonder what?
What did you say? What was your guess?
$45. What do you?
I mean, it's a computer and an engine.
Yeah, but it's an old computer and a worthless engine.
They're asking $199 for it.
$85. Right there in the middle. Oh,
$850.
no, $850.
$850.
What?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody buying that. That's crazy.
It's a fully functioning laptop and a 2-stroke engine.
Yeah, I mean,
Have you seen the price of gas these days?
right, exactly.
Well, that's a reason not to buy it. So this isn't worse except for the price.
This is the worst thing so far. We have no idea. It's a
is
secret
kinda
recipe
cool.
that a family got together and made this.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything about that family. Their DNA is in that for sure.
Oh my God! Look at this. I don't see a drain? ? Standing up frog pee stand. So this is a toddler urinal to teach.
It's going to teach kids to pee
Little wiener
directly
havers
in the
how to
mouth of frogs, which is not something you want your kids to be doing.
Right back. Stand up frog. So this is teaching how to use a urinal.
It's where to aim.
I don't see a drain. That's a good point. I mean, it just kind of would group there in the bottom. I like how you have something to aim at, you know? Even at our age, we like to have a good thing to aim at.
A good target, yeah.
Like some of the urinals will have a bumblebee printed at a spot. And I think they put it at the right place where it
The bank shot.
minimizes splatter.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ones with like a soccer ball and a goal?
No.
Yes, I have.
Those are crazy, yeah. And you can like play soccer just with yourself.
Yeah, but I'm playing with myself, but I'm playing soccer.
Are you sure it's not polo? I mean, aren't you using the stick?
There's no, but horses are not involved. Well, I mean, speak for yourself. I kind of just said a thing and then I said, I'm sorry I did that.
Keep that joke self-contained.
Yeah. Self-contained. Yeah.
I don't want to contribute to that.
Horses are not involved. Speak for yourself. Okay. What
I mean,
is it in
'cause
bars?
this one is horse. Right
Can
here.
somebody help me understand what
Horse on the brain?
what's the ice in the bar bathrooms, in the urinals?
I know what that is.
In the
that-
urinals, they put ice.
That's luxury. That just screams luxury.
No, that's not a real answer.
It is. No, it
You know
is.
how like when you get like a cold thing and it's harder to smell, like it really kind of helps with the odor control.
Do you think it's for
No,
odor?
I'm talking about dive bars. Will have just crushed ice just in the urinal, and I'm like, what? Why am I peeing into ice? I mean, it's fun.
It's fun. And Chase says that
He's
you
right.
can't smell it.
He's right. Heat accelerates the reaction with warm liquid.
What?
So ice interrupts that chain.
Drop the temperature and you slow ammonia volatilization,
You thought it was a luxury move?
meaning fewer odor molecules rise into the air at once.
You thought it was like a gas-powered laptop of urinals?
Well, to have enough ice to just throw it in a urinal is
I always was
luxury.
like, wow. Yeah, these people got ice to burn.
I thought about, we occasionally are doing remodeling in some form or another, meaning always for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to think, can I put a urinal in a bathroom? In like a personal bathroom? Why isn't that more of a thing?
You can.
I can, right?
Be more difficult to, like if it backs up or anything, like be harder to take care of yourself.
Yeah, just keep going in your yard.
Right.
Yeah.
Put one outside. Put a little frog in there.
Yeah, I'm
With
gonna
his mouth
I'm gonna
open.
get this. I'm gonna put it on the side of the planter that I'm peeing against.
I don't like what this teaches kids. I don't think we should be peeing into animals' mouths, regardless if they're amphibians.
And then how do you get it out?
You turn that frog over.
And I don't really like the fact that this frog's eyeballs are like staring right at your junk.
Yeah.
This is bad, but not as bad as the stink bomb.
What about those restaurants that
Did you
have?
see how much it was?
Oh,
Can you guess?
we think that
$25.
this is. I'm going to say it's $35. It's $5. There's a lot.
$5. That's a steal. Get that.
Those of you who don't use urinals, we're going to keep telling you things about them. So, in many different restaurants, especially, I don't know exactly what kind of restaurant does this, but there's a lot of restaurants that put pictures right where your face is when you're at a urinal. And sometimes it's like a good-looking woman looking down and like making a face. That happens at some bars. Like looking a little bit like embarrassed, like trying to embarrass you, like that happens. What else have you seen in your travels?
I always close my eyes.
That's why they always have to clean up after you. Also, there are
I just look up, man.
There are some men who put one hand on the wall and lean.
Tripod.
And then sometimes there are men who do like this. And they're like up against the wall.
These men are very drunk, I think. These men need 3 points of
I
contact.
never do that.
At all times.
I never touched above a
You're just
urinal.
trusting that like your natural body language is perfect aim if you use both hands on the wall.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It gets the pelvis further away. I don't know. Oh, I joined this sub to share this. And yeah, I think.
What is the sub?
Well, it's Insane FB Marketplace.
Oh.
Is the subreddit that we're in.
The
This
one
one
we
is
get
this one is a woman's sweater.
Oh, well, I can see that.
Look at that. I mean, she is.
What's weird about it? It's like all women's sweaters.
It's definitely not currently being worn. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I hope not.
We need to get some in there. I mean, that would fix that problem quick. This is inviting.
Inviting in what way?
You want to get inside of there, you know?
I thought this was like cargo pockets.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean, it looks like misplaced mittens. I put mittens on your sweater, Grandma.
I do think they'll perk up if you fill them. You know.
Or not. It's fine. This is Shakopee, Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. That makes sense.
Because you want to get the under boob nice and warm.
Right.
I mean, do you need a bra with that? I don't think you can have one. The bra would have to go on the outside of the sweater.
This does feel like something that someone would decide to wear at like the Met Gala or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this, a sweater that's got two pockets from your boobies.
More like the pet gala. You know what I'm saying? Heavy petting gala.
Yeah. I see what you tried to do there.
This is a custom thing. You got to really be exactly the right proportion.
I think it stretches a little bit. Now, I'd pay $75 for it.
Right. I pay $74 for it, but I think that it's being sold for $15. So, nope. What's that say upside down? $25?
$25.
That's pretty good. I mean, custom.
We're going to put this on the like side, though.
Yeah, this
is
like.
one of the
We
ones
like
that we
it.
like.
I can just feel what it would feel like to have breasts that were completely coated in sweater by looking at that.
Oh, and describe it.
It makes me feel secure, happy, and breezy. Because
Because you would be
I would be filling it up
free booming under there.
big time.
No bra.
No bra, no. Holy shnikes, just what I was looking for. If you're reading this moth dust, like dust from the wings of moths,
Oh, my God.
is still available. Please don't ask. 1 jar of moth dust for sale. This is decent price considering the labor involved in collecting it. The moth season is pretty much over here in Cheyenne, so you won't find another deal like this until next summer. I'm getting a lot of questions, so let's answer a few. This is not drugs or some kind of code for something else. It is not ground up moths. It is the dust they leave behind, like the dust from their wings. The jar really isn't that big in person, so when you buy this, just know the jar isn't huge. You could put a moth there for reference. Hopefully this helps. Thank you, Michelle.
What is the dust of a moth wing? Like,
I just can't believe.
and how do you get it off without hurting the moth? They're making it seem like this is left behind.
The moth season
is
is
this
pretty
a Kirk
much
Cameron thing?
over here in Cheyenne, so you won't find another deal.
Left behind. Kirk Cameron is selling this moth dust.
So there is powder on moth's wings. It's tiny scales made from modified hairs because, like butterflies, they belong to the Lepidoptera, which means scale wing.
But they don't leave it behind.
I think they do, yeah.
It can be, yeah, like when they are fluttering, some of the scales kind of come off over time.
And then it. How do you collect that much?
I think that this is a prank. I think this is a joke gift.
I don't think it is.
I also love
I don't
when
think
people
it
get
is.
real
Collect-
ornery about, don't say, is this available? Even though it's kind of like the pre-written message that you can just click send. I see that all the time on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, that has to be annoying.
But it's like, it's pre-written there. You just click
They shouldn't
send.
pre-write it. Facebook, you got to change that. Of course, everything else you're doing is perfect. All right, so this is a big jar. Just took a lot of labor. If they're lying to try to get a lot of money out of somebody. I think we're in the $60 range.
If you go labor, the amount of hours, I mean, at least minimum wage, I think this is going to be $1,400.
Okay. $50.
Ah,
That's
wow,
a steal. We're putting that over
For the
here.
amount of time that took?
We're really being suspicious about this. 6-foot lesbian nutcracker.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's how tall I am.
Uh-huh.
6 foot tall. That's tall until you get next to somebody who's 6'7". And it's definitely a lesbian.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
But where's
the suit, the
how-
chains, the firm lips.
Where does she crack the nuts? Because I thought a nutcracker cracks nuts with its mouth. I don't see a place to put nuts in that.
Exactly.
That's the joke. You can't put nuts in that nutcracker.
There's no description. I want this so bad.
You don't even want to try to put nuts in that. Look at that.
I would spend 6 foot tall.
I don't know. Maybe $1,000.
When I wake up, I want this to be the first thing I see, looking back at me at the foot of my bed.
$250.
I'm going $350. This is now an auction.
$351.
$358.
$360.
$399.
You've gone over.
No, I'm just saying I'm willing to pay that much.
Oh, okay.
$300.
Oh!
This is amazing. What is she looking at, dude? She's
Not happy. Because
Why isn't
everybody
she-
comes up thinking they're
why
going to put
isn't
their
she
nuts in
happy?
there.
She's a lesbian. Are they
And
all
then they
happy?
find out they can't.
They don't have to deal with men.
No, lesbians do have to deal with men. That's the problem. They're
Oh, yeah?
constantly dealing with men. But they don't want to. That's why they're mad.
But they're not in a monogamous relationship with a man.
Which is worse than just dealing with random men. You're saying?
Statistically speaking, though,
Statistically speaking, what?
I'm going to move on.
You can't just say, statistically speaking, though. And we don't know what you're talking about.
Divorce rates.
I don't know if that's an accurate statistic.
Yep.
So I'm not going to repeat it.
All right. You just told me.
I just
All right.
repeated that in private to you.
This
Because
is-
someone told it to me.
This is fun. MacBook trash can. I personally made this. I made it to be discreet around kitchens or offices. Just thought people didn't want to stare at trash cans in nice areas.
But then people are like, who left their laptop?
And you open it, you open the top of the laptop, and it's just a hole.
This is a horrible idea. This is a horrible idea.
It's cute, though.
Everyone thinks somebody left their laptop.
This is much better than the motor-powered one.
Well, I'd definitely use this more.
In a tech industry,
Maybe everyone in the office would learn that this is just a trash can and quit trying to take somebody's laptop to them.
I think that would be cool. I think this would be cool around here. We got some
Yeah,
tech
sometimes
vibes.
y'all leave your keys or your phone in the bathroom. One time at the airport bathroom,
Statistically speaking,
I used the bathroom in the airport. I don't remember what airport this was.
it's okay.
And then I wash my hands, I walk out I start walking towards the gate, and that's when I realize I don't have my phone.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I left my phone in the stall in the airport. I go back into the bathroom. It is occupado.
Ooh.
And
you like go up to the locked door?
I can see the man's feet with his pants around his ankles. Because that's how it is in our bathrooms, y'all. You can see the man's feet around. He is currently defecating next to my phone.
Were his feet shaking like?
I mean, and I'm like, I gotta sit here and wait.
Were his toes up?
So I just waited outside of the stall.
You didn't say anything?
What am I gonna say?
Well,
Like,
I don't know.
legitimately.
I don't know.
Statistically speaking, what am I gonna say in that situation?
Did I leave my phone in there?
I'm just gonna wait. And then eventually flush. He opens the stall and it immediately has my phone in his hand. Like he was like, I think he was just like, if somebody's phone in here, and then he sees me and just like hands it to me. We didn't even say anything.
So he had just wiped his butt and then he handed
What is he gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Well, statistically speaking, I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
And then did you somebody else crapped with your phone, dude?
Yeah. Well, technically, a lot of people, because everyone who crapped that day in that stall crapped with my phone. You know, that's how it works.
All right, get me out of here. How much does this cost?
So I just licked it off and then put it in my pocket.
$50. $450. $450.
The new Wheel of Mythicality spring-loaded enamel pin of the month is available today only. Shop now at mythical.com.